evening, everyone, and welcome to a birthday edition of How Y'all Working.
How y'all working?
How y'all working? Yes, and I am Shona Williams.
Barbara Asensio.
Ima Long.
And we're here tonight just to share a little bit on what it is to be a woman of a certain age. By love, all of us just happen to be Queens of November. Yes. So we just wanted to come in briefly and just give you all some tips on what we've been dealing with in our journey to get to our ages that we currently are. Yeah. So ladies, let's take our seats.
Yes. Even though we are not disclosing our ages.
Oh, I told you guys, I am not saying my age.
Yeah. Some of us don't like sharing our ages, but we still consider it to be a blessing at whatever age you are in. If you're a woman over 35 years old, there's always something to be grateful for.
Definitely.
And I think that we all can basically share some helpful nuggets as to what it took for us to get to where we are now.
Almost definitely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I know me being I just turned 44 on the 15th. I don't mind saying my age. I just turned 44 on the 15th. And yes, it was the Queen Day. Birthday Queen shenanigans, yes. So there are just certain things that had I known maybe 25 years ago, I would have done a lot of things differently. And I'm just grateful for the woman I am now. I'm grateful for the journey that I've been through over the last 20 years. And especially over the last 3 to 4 years. Because I think that we don't always get the opportunity to share as women what we feel by aging. And especially being over the age of 35.
Yeah. And
sometimes it can become very, very stressful because we feel that we are not as young as the younger women. And we're not as old as the older women. We're like in the middle. So I think that our generation of women, we are figuring it out more. We are figuring things out to the point to where we know where we fit in and we can own our aging much better. What do you think?
Well, that's not me.
That's not you.
Because I don't feel my age at all.
Well,
I'm stuck on the 33, being the 30s.
Right.
That's where I am. Because truly, I do not feel my age.
Right.
I don't feel my age. You know, just with the journey, as far as the journey, what I do feel is that how I used to feel before, thinking, what would people think?
Right.
Always trying to please everybody. As you get older, it is what it is.
Yeah.
If you like me, you like me. And if you don't, you don't. I can only please. I can't please Tom, Dick, and Harry. I can't. I can't. And so I have to please me.
Right.
I have to be happy with me. That as when I was younger, you're so caught up in the, oh, if so-and-so likes me, if this is going to be my friend, you can. And I've just seen as you get older, I've come to, for me, that's how it is. I just, it's like, what you see is what, is what you get. And I don't think because of my age, I'm like you said, I'm not to that extreme, but I'm not competing.
Right.
And I'm not competing because I don't have to compete with anybody. I went through my stage. I did my 20s. I did the clubs. I don't have to.
Right.
So I'm not competing. It's me. This is who I am. And if there's a problem, well, I mean, that's an issue that.
That's on him.
I mean, that's just me. I don't know. What do you think, Ima?
I agree. And for me, is like with everything that I have been through, I'm to the point that I feel young enough to advise other young ladies. And the opportunity that, for me, like, they don't have, because at that age, you want to eat the whole world.
Right. Right.
especially when you're 18, early 20s.
Exactly.
But now we are experienced, what we know, what we have been through, is we have the opportunity to sit down with them and advise them,
Right.
counsel them,
Yeah.
guide them,
And love.
and love them. Yes. And now lately, everyone, especially the young girls, they want to imitate somebody. When you need to know yourself. And that's not going to happen in front of the TV, watching reality shows.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
You know, and that's one thing that we are a big part of them, that we can sit down with them and let them know you don't need to be somebody else.
Right.
Be yourself.
Exactly. Exactly.
Encounter yourself. Change, not because of what you see or what they're telling you, but because of who you are.
Yeah.
And you are not an object. You don't need to sell yourself.
I agree.
But it's once they discover that, but we need to tell them. We need to let them know. But there's a group of people that they just, or females, that they just pretending.
But okay, right now it's the generation of acceptance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Acceptance. You need to be accepted in order to fit in. If I don't have 185 likes, then you know. So everything is that has to be. I have to. I have to. And
Yeah.
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 We didn't have that when, but now that's the generation
Right.
that's
Right.
going out now.
Yeah.
So if I have 500 friends and you know, you have 1,000, then there's something wrong with me.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
So we can use social media to influence them
In a positive
in
way.
a positive
Exactly.
way.
Yeah. Yeah.
In a positive way. Yeah. Yeah. Emma, let me ask you a question. If you were to write a letter to your 15-year-old self, what would you say?
I would say, girl,
Based off of Emma now.
you did it all wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
But I
Yes.
think we
not all. Some things. Some
yeah.
things.
Yeah, because some of those things made you into who you are now.
Definitely.
Yep. And I think all of us did some crazy things in our teens and everything, or at least tried to. But I think all of us made some crazy decisions that we grew from now. And when we look back on those things, it's like, ooh, thank God that I made it this far, because back then I could have either lost my life or been in jail or just to the extreme. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And one thing that I would say to my 15-year-old self is stop fighting everyone. I mean, fighting everyone.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I would.
Physically, you're talking about.
Yes. Yes.
Physically.
Yes.
Wow.
And to me, it was done. I don't know. I always like boxing. I might not look like, because you guys are seeing
now.
the redeemed.
Yeah, the redeemed
version.
Emma. Thank you, Jesus.
But back in the days, it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
grateful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We are
What
grateful
would you
for our
say to your
journey.
15-year-old?
What would I
Yeah,
say? 15-year-old Shona was very shy, very reserved, because I stuttered. And being a stutterer, you tend to become an introvert. You don't speak much or anything, but I had my own close circle of friends, but I really didn't speak much because of my stutter. So back then, it wasn't like I had people to encourage me to like, don't be afraid, still speak out, still speak your voice. It wasn't until I became older, and people started encouraging me to, if you speak out more, you won't be as nervous to speak in front of others. Thank you to my former job. I won't name any names, but I'm just thankful for the opportunity that they gave me the steps I needed to overcome my shyness. So although I still stutter here and there, it's not to where it keeps me back, because Shauna's going to say what she want to say regardless of what. But I would just tell my 15-year-old self to be strong, stand in who you are. Yep, I was a chunky girl, but I didn't see myself as a chunky girl. Had Lizzo been out when I was 15, I would have shown Miami something. I would have shown Miami something, because I'm like, those are the kind of, although she's a little bit out there, but she's larger than life, literally. She's really giving inspiration to chunky or thicker girls. And now the world is embracing larger, curvier girls. And had I had that back then, because I felt like I was the only one that was still trying to live in my shape and live in my curves and all that stuff, but it was just really, really hard for me. So I tried to mask it by wearing jackets and everything else. So I would tell my 15-year-old self, girl, get it together, because what's coming for you in the future, God has so much greater. And had I known all of that then, I knew it, and people would tell me those things. I was really loved, and I had a lot of support of my family, but I didn't receive it. So everybody can tell you whatever, but until you receive it, and until you get it in your spirit, you will never get it. So I would just tell her to be her, be fabulous, be curvy, work it.
Did you see how you said about the Lizzo? It takes somebody to come out and say, this is who I am. Cellulite. And out there, and I'm going to do myself. And accept me for who I am.
For who I am.
Why does it, now you think about it, why does it take somebody to be, why couldn't you do it? Why can't people accept you the way? Because we're so focused on what is so-and-so going to think.
Exactly.
And that's the thing that happens a lot. You know, we're so focused on what people are going to think,
how
that
people perceive us.
You don't sit there and you don't go after all the gifts and all the stuff that you have.
And that's it.
Because you're so, like, so
what do they want to say?
That I'm thinking I'm gonna be like this.
What they think about me.
And then you don't do that. And then 20 years go down. And then you see and you go, wow, I was going to do that. I could have done that. But because
fear.
You have the idea.
You don't execute it. You don't execute them.
Exactly.
So you have all these ideas and all these wonderful things, but you're scared to say it, because how about if they don't like it?
They didn't have the boldness to
The boldness, exactly.
And this is one thing that this generation carries.
Yes, they have a boldness out of this world.
Yep.
A boldness out of this world.
We didn't have that back then.
Yep, and I see it in my 6-year-old. She is so confident in who she is. At 6 years old, she doesn't care what anybody says.
Exactly.
When she wants to get into her mode of being who she is, she dresses herself. It may not all match, but hey, that's her being her. And she goes out and she's in her fullness of who she is.
Now that you say it might not all match. When you're a little, don't put plaids with checkers. Don't put stripes with plaid. And you wear that. Have you seen the fashion? You got plaid, and you got, and you're like,
nothing match.
Hey, it's the runway. But you know what? As long you walk out of your house, and who's to tell me that that's not what I wanted to do? And guess what? One day, 2 days, before you know it, everybody's doing the same thing.
Exactly.
So
That is it. That is it.
you make the fashion.
Yep. Yep.
You make the fashion. Because eventually it's going to come back
It's
out.
going to come back
And
around.
then you're going to say, oh, look at that. I could have worn checkers and stripes and
That's-
polka dots all together at the same time.
Yeah. And rocked it.
And rocked it. Okay?
And
Gone with your high boot heels and walked out. That's how I planned for it to do it. And who's going to tell me otherwise?
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me anything.
Yeah.
You know?
You have
So-
to walk in your truth of who you are.
Mhm.
You
And what
can't.
about you? What would you say to your 15? I want to hear it.
Oh, my 15. I was very shy. I didn't speak.
Wow.
I didn't speak out.
Really?
I didn't speak. That's why I say, at this age,
Mm-hmm.
I would say, do not settle.
Yeah.
Do not settle. Do not stay and do something because other people tell you to do that.
Yeah.
You're going to do something because you want to do it. Because that's what you like,
Yeah.
not because what you like.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I like. And speak your voice.
Mhm.
Speak. Speak. You know, you have to speak and say, you know, speak out and say what you feel and what you want. And what you want. You know, always settling and always thinking that you are not enough.
Yep. That's it right there, Bobby.
Always thinking
That is it.
that you are not enough.
That is it.
You know? And it goes back down to the same thing that you're always thinking about somebody else. Why, you know, you always say, oh, so-and-so is better. Oh, so-and-so is no. None of us are better. We're different.
Yeah.
You're not better than me. I'm not better than you.
Yeah.
Okay? Because we were all created
Yeah.
in an image.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And then you're different than me.
Right.
You're not better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we're always into this competition and
Right.
competition. It's not, you can do the same thing I can do. You do it one way, I can do it a different. That's the uniqueness.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what makes you you.
And I think that's also the problem or the issue that most of the women of a certain age have been dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things to see the boldness of this generation
Mm-hmm.
has made them like change their way they think and the way they used to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I can put ourselves as an example. We are completely different.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when we complement each other,
Yes.
it's like
true.
Yeah.
what your weakness
Is your
is
strength.
you know, it's amazing the way we function.
Yeah.
It's true.
And yes, like everybody,
It's true.
we might not agree,
Mm-hmm. Right.
but we support each other.
Yeah.
We there for each other.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm a living example. You guys know. This is not me, okay? At all.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
But now, I love it.
I love it, huh?
I don't do it all the time, but, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like, just to try something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, there's a lot of things that a normal female like that I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
That's not me.
Right.
But I was exposed to that and I was willing to try. And when I try, I love it.
Created
She
a
came-
monster.
Yes,
Yes,
we did. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. She kicked and screamed for like a day or so.
You know.
And she liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with this being said, I would like to every female out there just try something different, try something new, try something that you really like the inside you would like to do and never have done it before. Just do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Just do it. Do
Yes.
it. Something good. Okay.
Something what? Something
Good.
good. Something good.
Something good. Yes.
Something that will inspire somebody
something,
else.
Yes, yes. Or something that will liberate you.
Exactly.
Something that will liberate
That's
you.
a key word.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
a very
yes,
key word.
Yes,
Because
yes,
that
yes.
happened to me. That's one thing that I experienced with both of you. That that part of me that I didn't even know that was there when we came together came out.
Right.
I could say more about this, but I don't want to get
Stop.
emotional. But we know because we have talked about this,
about it, right?
and it's like, well, I really appreciate it, and I was set free. That part of me was set free completely. Free completely. Yeah. I love you, ladies.
I love you too, but I'm not gonna start crying.
No.
She got
My
me.
lashes.
I know that's right. We didn't put on lashes and all this stuff for nothing. So yeah, take it down a notch. Let's bring it back to the happy place. So we done already spoke to our 15-year-old selves and everything else. So now, let's get down to the real. Now,
Yes.
Still not going to tell you how old I am.
nobody asked you how old you are, but I'm grateful for this year. With everything that we have endured through the pandemic and all of that foolishness, we didn't have to be here. You know what I mean?
No.
It could have been situations like we've seen over and over on a daily basis where whole families are leaving here. And people are losing their spouse, their kids and everything. And I've experienced it personally. But it's time to, although we're in the midst of a pandemic, I believe we should still celebrate life. And us celebrating our birthdays, I say people can't believe that our birthdays, all three of our birthdays are in the same month, but a week apart from each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
And for us to be as close as we are, and our birthdays in the same month, that's nothing but God.
Oh, of course. That's not
Nothing but God.
Of course.
And our relationship is like none other. And like you said, we're all different. We're all different. There's nothing the same, but when we're together, it just gels so perfectly. So perfectly. But but I am happy that this is our birthday month.
Yeah.
Birthday
This is
month,
our
yes.
birthday month.
Birthday
This is our
month,
birthday
yes.
month.
And yours is coming up.
Yes, Emo.
Yours is coming up.
You have any plans for your birthday?
I don't want to disclose it here, but yes, I do.
I'm calling out saying I'm going to be here for that week. But you all didn't hear that.
You know what? I'm going to be extremely transparent. Normally in December, I never have vacation time. But because of the pandemic, I have vacation time this year.
Oh,
So
yeah.
so
See,
I'm
that
gonna.
was-
that was a benefit to
That's
the
a
pandemic.
benefit, see?
Yes, it was, because normally she only use up all her time to go here, there, and everywhere. But this year, I'm in November, and I still have vacation time. So that was my gift to myself.
But you see, so there is a positive with the pandemic.
Yeah.
You were able to take time.
Yeah. Now, when I'm gonna use it is another thing. That's another issue. But yeah, I am eternally grateful.
Yeah.
Eternally grateful.
Yeah.
Eternally
Then we have
grateful.
our families.
Yeah.
Now my favorite holiday is coming up.
Yes. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is
Thanksgiving.
coming up.
This is a year that I think globally
Yeah.
everyone has something to be grateful for.
Exactly.
You
Amen
know,
to that.
yes, the whole world has been through a lot, but at the same time, there's something to be grateful.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot to be grateful for.
Yes. It
Have our
is.
kids,
Yes.
the healthy,
Yeah.
our family.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, and that might not be the way we want it,
Yeah.
but we're
And I
there.
think, like how a lot of people say, well, this is our new normal. I think that certain things happen for a reason for us to become more closer, not only to our families, but to God as well. And to
Yeah.
just take the opportunity to say thank you, because I mean, people were just going on about their lives and everything, and just wouldn't stop to tell God thank you. But in the midst of all of this, we have prayed so much.
Yeah.
We have cried out to God so much because of what we're going through. And I mean, just this Thanksgiving, I know that we all can't be with our families and everything else, but we still have a lot to be thankful and grateful for. Definitely grateful for. Yes.
Most
But
definitely. Most definitely.
but we still need to party. So what we're doing?
We're gonna party. Party.
We need to party.
The party's about to start.
The party's about to
start.
start. Woohoo! The party's about to start.
Party is about to start.
Okay. All right then.
The party is about to start.
Okay then.
Yes, it's money. This was
Did you see?
my music.
You see?
But
You see her? Did you see her? Did you see her? Did you see her?
but it's
Did you see? She makes me
it's too
sick.
big.
She makes me sick. Look.
It's too big.
Oh,
It's too big. It's too big.
why don't you just say, look?
Right?
No,
I gotta watch
no.
her. She has to pull
What
it out.
happened
Like,
was
it's about that time. Yeah, so we can tell her, oh,
I
make me sick.
Oh, just absolutely.
That's what she wanted us to tell
Yes,
her. See, that's what
yes,
she
that's
wanted.
what to say.
She's been there.
Yes,
She's
yes.
over there.
Well,
So-
anyway, the time on the wall is telling us that that's all, everybody. We just want to thank you guys for once
Yes.
again joining us for this special
Yes.
edition of How Y'all Working.
Mm.
And we wish you all many blessings in the year to come, and we hope to see you soon.
Yes. Happy Thanksgiving to all. And
Happy
Merry Christmas if
Thanksgiving.
we're not back.
Yes,
We
yes. yeah. We'll come back.
We'll come
before
back.
then.
We'll come back
before then.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys
Bye-bye.
for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye.